Okay. So tell us about your experience running the Mundy Pond 5K race.
Well, I've ran it 3 or 4 times. I think the first time I ran it was back when I was a Seahawk, and yeah, it's a fun course. I like the double loop because you know that just 2 times around and you're all done. Yeah, that's it. It's a really fun race.
How did you find the conditions that day?
This year the conditions were not the greatest. They were really windy. I didn't mind the wet as much because it wasn't downpouring rain, but and I like the mist of it. It keeps me cool. I'm not into the hot weather. But the wind was a big struggle for me coming across Mundy Pond Road. It really slowed me down, and I'm sure everybody else. I just kind of put my head down and tried to go through it.
So why did you start running and why?
I started running back in my soccer days, I'll call it, in high school. I remember my soccer coach saying, you got to be in shape, you got to be able to run. And from then on, I just started running on my own. In Grand Bank, where I'm from, it's called The Loop. And it's about a 6K run, and I used to do that almost every day. And it just went from there. And then when I went to university, I tried it for the Mundy cross country team in my second year. And that's where I really started getting competitive. Well, I think I ran for 4 years. I think I still have 1 year left in my pocket. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun running as a team, and you know, it was not really individual at that point. I hadn't had much experience running, just on my own. So it was fun running as a team and through the countryside, I guess, in through the woods and different terrain. So I really liked that part of it. I guess my most memorable experience, maybe when with the CIS one year. Our whole team basically fundraised our way and went up to the CIS up in Toronto, and or somewhere in Ontario, and yeah, it was just fun to compete against all of the other universities and basically hang out as a team.
So how did running change for you from running cross country with the Seahawks to post-university running?
Well, it's a little bit of difference. Well, I guess cross country, it's all, you know, in through the trails and everything. Right now I'm focusing more on the road. My distances have gotten a lot longer. I remember when I was training with the Seahawks, our Sunday long run would be like a 16K run, and you're so excited to get that 16K in, and now it's, you know, anywhere from 21 to, you know, in the 30s, I guess, depending on what you're training for. So yeah, just more training, I find, and I don't know, even though I was competing back then, I feel a bit more competitive now. Just you know, longer distances, you're getting more mileage in per week. I'm not told per se what to do each week because I don't have a coach, whereas in university you had to follow a program. So, you know, it's a bit more relaxed now, and you can try and focus on your own goals as opposed to the team and university goals.
So how has running changed for you from, you know, running after university to running after having kids?
It's changed quite a bit. I got 2 little boys, a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old. Basically, my times, before having kids, I could run any time of the day. You'd send out an email to all your running friends and say, who wants to run today? We can't do that anymore. I had to switch running clubs. The club I used to be in used to run at supper times and in the middle of the day on the weekend. And basically now, if I don't get my run in before anyone wakes up out of bed, then it doesn't get done. So I usually run between 5:30 and 6 every morning of the week. And if it doesn't happen, then I need to get out my contacts for babysitters because you know, the kids are home with me most times.
So what are some of your goals with running?
Well, I have 3 major goals. One, I have a marathon in 3.5 weeks. That'll be my first one. So you know, I want to finish that. You know, I guess under 3:15. that's, being a little bit ambitious, but we'll see. So I got that marathon, that's in Ottawa. And then in July, the first week of July, I'm going to the World Police and Fire Games in Virginia. So that'll be a different experience for me because you're competing against the whole entire world. There's a lot of people signed up for the race up there. I'm going to be doing the half marathon distance. And then, of course, the Tele 10 is my third goal. So, and basically, any goal would be to get a PB in any distance over the summer. So just working on each race as they come.
Cool. So it was, the policeman and...
The World Police and Fire Games.
Have you ever run that before?
No, I haven't. No, it happens every second year, and I haven't been there. It's supposed to be almost like the Olympics of the police and fire world. So there's a lot of different events, a lot of different running events actually, but I chose, if I'm going to go that far away, I'm going to do a longer distance, so I chose to do the half marathon. So it should be a really good experience, and it's nice to actually go represent my country, because I haven't represented my country before, and as well to represent the RNC. Well, my best tele time is 64:30. Last year it was 65:30. The heat got to me a bit. I don't know. I seem to underperform in the tele every year. We just don't get along that great. But this year I'm hoping to probably try and break 63. I know I'm in shape to break 63, but again, it just depends on race day, and there's a mindset with me in the tele, and sometimes I get a little over anxious and don't perform as well as I'm in shape to do on that day. But hopefully I'll break 63 this year. I'm pretty confident.